Hey guys, so welcome. All right, we're back here. Okay, welcome to Stretch and Relax and Recover with me. We're just gonna start standing and roll those shoulders up and around, release any tension. Then we'll roll those shoulders forward. All right, deep breath in. And exhale down. I'm gonna pin myself in the video. Deep breath in, bring your arms back up. And exhale, relax down. All right, take your hands on your thighs, flat back down. Exhale around and roll back up. And take it flat back down. And exhale around and roll back up. One more time, flat back down. And round and roll back up. All right, standing tall at the top of your mat. Take your one wrist, lean over to the side, side body stretch. And if we hold stretches, we're going to be making sure that we hold them for 20 to 30 seconds. So we're still reaching over to the side and holding. And then come back center, grab your other wrist. Reach over to the opposite side and hold, stretch. And come back center. Bicep stretch, grab above or below your elbow, not on it, pull it in, just drop your shoulder down, relax your shoulder, and just hold right here. I'm gonna rotate that wrist and reverse it. Tricep, grabbing your elbow, you're walking your hand down your back, push back into the arm, and then from here, kind of lean over to the side, side body stretch again, while again focusing on tricep now. And come center, open those arms up. Bring your other arm in, grab above or below your elbow, not on it, and drop your shoulder down. Just pull it in and hold. And rotate that wrist. Reverse it. Pull it in gently. And we're going into triceps. Grab that elbow, walk it down your back a little bit. Lean over to the side, side stretch and hold. Breathing. And come back center. Hands on your waist, take your legs, straddle your legs apart. We're just gonna roll a full circle through. Roll center, and then back, and roll it around. Nice big circles. And we're going the opposite direction, reverse it. The whole time you're doing this one though, pull your core in, don't let your tummy hang. And standing back up tall. Take your legs a little bit wider and just give me nice side-to-side lunges. Just kind of stretching out on the side. And as we hold it here, bring your opposite shoulder behind you towards your knee and look behind you. Come back center, side to side. And hold it to the other side. Bring your other shoulder across. Turn and look behind you. Side body stretch and hold. And come back center, side to side, lunging. Hold it center, toe heel those legs in. Till your feet are all together. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, lean forward and forward fold. Grab onto your elbows, let your elbows pull yourself down towards the ground. Your head hangs heavy. From here, just sway side to side, opening up your low back, which is going to help to open up your hamstrings as well. And make sure those feet come close together. Release your hands, forward fold. Try to straighten out your legs as much as you can. Walk your hands up your legs, your thighs, so your back is flat and monkey. Just hold it here. Head is long, not dangling, shoulders pulled back. And a good stretch to your low back, your glutes, your hamstrings. And then hang down again, forward fold. This time we're going to concentrate on one side. Bending what is my right leg, putting all the weight to one side. My left hand is on the ground or on the mat, or maybe it's on your fingers. You're going to twist to one side and place your hand on your hip. From here, open the top arm. You straighten that right leg, whatever leg you have the weight in, straighten it out. And come back center. Put that other foot down. Flex your arms forward. Grab onto those elbows again. Pull down. You should feel that you're able to release a little bit more. And sway side to side again. Pushing over to the other leg. Bend the opposite knee that we just stretched. Straighten out what would be on my left leg. Fingertips come down to the ground or as close to the ground as you can. Open up your arm towards the top. Looking up and just hold here. Remember, your leg is straight, the one that you're stretching, and the opposite one is bent. Just balancing, no pressure on it really. Releasing back down forward. This time we're going to step your right leg forward and go left leg back into a deep lunge. And then from here, lower the hips down towards the ground. Notice right here, my lunge, my knee doesn't go over my toes, it's right over my ankle. Lower down onto the knee in the back. Open your chest up, kind of lean forward, push it forward into the front leg. Give a good hip flexion on the leg that's in the back bent. And then slowly go backwards, pop the toe up, straighten out that front leg, and then round down into it. Forehead towards knee. Walk it back forward. Again, open up your chest, look forward. Really push into that front leg, and you feel good hip flexor stretch in the back leg, and pull here. As you exhale, go backwards. This time, keep your chest lifted, and just walk your hands down. Try to keep your back a little bit flatter. Relax this knee down, your back is flatter. Looking forward, not down at your toes, but forward this time. Feel a stretch and a lengthening from your heel up to the back of your hamstring, all the way to the top of the boot. and then walk it forward. This time, even though you're leaning forward, we're going to work on a quadricep stretch in that leg in the back. My hand on the outside reaches back towards my ankle. Can you grab your ankle, twist, and look up towards it? If you can't grab your ankle, your foot's okay, but you'll have a better stretch with your ankle. Then you kind of lean your body weight forward. So I'm stretching right here, the quadricep of the leg in front, and still have a little bit of hip flexor stretch engaged on that leg as well. Twisting.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Shoulder.
No. Nope.
You can always use a band or a towel if you can't quite reach your ankle. Your next exhale, slowly release that leg. Then you're going to toe heel this leg across to the side. Lean back, IT band stretch, flex the toe, and then you bow forward towards it. So you still have hamstring stretch, but then it goes towards the outside of your leg. Play around with this foot. If you need less intense of a stretch, you can let it point. But if you pull back, you'll get deeper hamstring and hip and IT band stretch on this side. And then come back forward, getting ready for pigeon. This leg you're going to lay down horizontal to the top of your mat. Again, if it doesn't work with your hips, pull it back towards you. That'll make it a little bit less pressure on your hips. But again, pull it horizontal if you want to. Walk that back leg back. Your chest is staying lifted first. You can stay up here the whole time. Let your hip warm up. You can walk down to your hands. We're going to be here for a little while. You can rest on your forearms. And you can walk it all the way out, whatever feels good to you, and just hold here. Slowly start to walk your hands back in, staying up here, reaching back for that ankle again, quadricep stretch. So again, try to grab your ankle. Can't quite reach it, leaning forward, pulling back, or grab a band or a towel to wrap it around. Releasing that back leg. I'm going to finish up with one more stretch on my right side. Take my leg over to the side, as if you're bringing your knee up towards your armpit, and relax down, both hips into the mat. Walking back up, coming onto all fours to switch legs. Take your other leg or my left leg to the front of my mat, lift up the knee in the back, and then lower your hips down, staying right here for a low lunge. Slowly lower down to that back knee. Keep my toes still on the mat, leaning forward, hip flexor stretch. I pull my head up, keep my back straight, and I'm really stretching underneath the hip flexor on my opposite leg. Leaning backwards, popping the toes up in the front, relaxing that knee down. And I'm just going to let my head fall down towards the knee. Walk it back forward, leaning forward, looking up, back is straight, hip flexor stretch. Walk it back again. This time I keep my chest lifted. I don't drop my back down. Trying to lengthen out my back a little bit more. Then look forward. Last hamstring stretch on this leg and hold. And walking forward, going into that quadricep stretch. My front leg, that arm I take it, reach back for my ankle. I'm going to turn towards my knee and look up.
That's not happening.
Why not, John? Slowly release that back leg, toe heel the front leg across. Lean back, flex it up if you want a deeper stretch. If that's too much, you can relax the toe and let it stay pointed. Otherwise, flex and lean back across your body. You have an IT band stretch here and still getting into hamstring and hold. Coming back forward, the pigeon. I'm going to toe heel this leg across, laying it down horizontal on my mat. Remember, if that doesn't work for you, walk this ankle in towards your body. That's okay as well. Walking that back leg out, you're staying chest lifted. Maybe you stay here and you already still have good enough stretch. You stay right here the whole time. Maybe you can walk out further, come down to your arms. Keep pushing that toe towards the back. Maybe you can walk out all the way down with your forehead on the mat and hold as you breathe. Slowly walk your hands back in, reaching back, same arm towards an ankle, pull it back in towards me again for a quadricep stretch and hold. Notice how I'm doing most body parts at least twice, and holding again 20 to 30 seconds. If you hold less than 15, the stretch reflex in your body doesn't kick in. Even though it might feel good temporarily, you're not going to increase your flexibility. Flexibility decreases with age, but it doesn't have to if you're working on it every day. Relax the leg behind you and come onto all fours. While we're here, we're going to open one arm up to the side body stretch, reach up. This arm's going to go underneath the mat. My ear's going to go down either towards the mat or on the mat, and I stay right here.
What the hell? Oh,
Here, my top arm walks to the top of the mat, and my arm
guess
goes down L, and I just hold right here.
Oh.
I still stay in this position, but my top arm walks back in a little bit. It lifts up, it bends. It stays right here in my low back, or maybe it walks around. Maybe you can tuck it into the top of the outside thigh and open up that shoulder on the top.
What?
Yep.
Sorry, I didn't know I was unmuted.
Inhale, arm up. Come back up onto all fours again. Going to the opposite side. Inhale, open up the side body stretch. As you exhale, reach that arm underneath the other one. Here comes down to the mat, and maybe it just stays right here. Maybe you need to rest on a yoga block or a pillow. And as your arms are here, you'll take the top arm and walk it to the top of your mat, so your arms are in a letter L, and hold.
Days come from one day that what you must
Should feel good shoulder stretch, upper back, release. You'll take your top arm, walk it back in a little bit. And as you inhale up, it goes behind your back. It maybe rests here or walks around. Tuck it into the top of the outside thigh. You just open up that shoulder right here and hold.
one way leads to another leads you only to everything.
Inhale, a top arm back up. Come up onto all fours. One cat and cow. Deep breath in. As you exhale, around your back, stretching. And inhale, belly button down, look up into cow. Flexion and extend to the spine. Resting in neutral spine, lift your knees up, push back to down dog. Push your waist towards your heels. And you're going to take your dog for a walk. One leg straight, one leg bent. And hold both heels down towards the ground. You're going to walk left leg center. Inhale that right leg up. Three-legged down dog. Make sure you're not leaning to the side. You want to keep both hips down like headlights. Just lift that leg up. You have a good stretch right here in your calf down to your Achilles. We're going to come up and work on the wall mat next. Leave your left leg there, but make some nice big circles around with that right leg or the leg that's lifted in the air. And reverse it. And bring that leg down. Switching. Three-legged dog. Inhale the opposite leg up. I'm not leaning to my side. I'm not turning out. Keeping my hips down like headlights so that I lift this leg up. Really straightening that bottom leg. Pushing that heel towards the ground. Nice calf stretch. From here, I take the top leg and I circle it around. Then you're going to reverse it, lift it up, and circle it again. And bring that leg into the other one. Walk your hands in to meet your feet. Release your arms in ragdoll. And maybe your hands can stay on the ground. Maybe they're a little bit higher, but your back of your legs should feel a lot more limber than they were when we started at the very beginning. Slowly roll your spine up one vertebra at a time. Use your core strength to come up to a standing position. Rolling your shoulders back. We're going over to the wall now. And on the wall, a wall or hard surface you can push against for standing calf stretch. Three-legged calf stretch. Holding onto it, I step one leg back and I push my heel down into the ground. So I push this heel down, I just hold here. The front leg is pretty light, it's just kind of for balance, it's not doing anything. But I'm stretching the back of my leg that we were just working in down dog right here on the wall. Three-point stretch. So again, from here, keep the back leg there. Take the top leg, walk it out to the side across your body. Stay here in the back leg, take the top leg, walk it out to the side. So the reason we're doing all 3 points, we're gonna work all different angles around the calf, the outside, the inside. Soleus, gastrocnemius, we're working all the way around the calf muscle. Walking that front leg to the top again. This time the back leg last stretch, I want you to bend that knee a little bit like your heel wants to come up, but don't let it come up. So just bend your knee as much as you can without lifting the heel up. And this stretch will be way down, good tennis stretch all the way to your Achilles, down towards your ankle, just hold. Straighten out that back leg and walk into the wall to switch. Taking your other ankle, push it down all the way to the ground, straighten out that back leg, and get some love to the other side. Hold it here. From here, take this leg across your body out to the side and hold. Next, take your front leg across and out to the side and hold. Come back center, stay here, but bend your back knee as if this heel's gonna come up, but don't bend it so much that it comes up. Bend it till it feels like it wants to come up and just hold. That's your stretch right there. Straighten out your back leg and then release. We're going to do some other stretching that you might want to stay next to the wall if you don't have a lot of balance, so you can hold on to the wall. We have 10 minutes according to Zoom. All right, standing quadricep stretch. If you need the wall for balance, hold on to the wall. If you don't, you're reaching down for one ankle. Grab that ankle, bring your knees close together, not out to here. If you need help, you can hold on to the wall to balance. You're just gently pulling that leg back, keeping the knees close together, and don't let your knee go out to the side, but pulling it in here. If you lose your balance, you're wiggly, you can grab your ear on the opposite side, and that'll help to maintain your balance. Also think about the leg on the ground. You're pushing all 5 of those toes into the ground. You pull back a little bit more. Feel it intensify through hip flexor down to quadricep, top of your thigh. Again, grabbing the ear if you need to on the opposite side. Switching legs, release that leg. Reach out for your other ankle. Grab it, bring the knee closer together. Again, if you lose your balance, grab onto that wall. Grab the ear on the opposite side and hold it. And to intensify a little bit more, can you pull back, push into your hand a little bit more on the back, making sure I'm grabbing my ankle and not my foot. And release it. Next stretch, again, you might want to grab the wall if you lose balance. Broken chair. One leg is going to come over the other. In a figure 4, I can grab the wall if I need to. I'm going to sit back into that chair and hold. So piriformis, glute stretch, and also working on stability on the supporting leg. As your muscles release, you can sit down a little bit deeper into the stretch. And slowly release and come up for the other side. Again, cross that leg over to the opposite knee. Sit back or pull onto the wall for you to hold onto the wall. Feel all 5 toes of the supporting leg on the ground, holding here. And slowly release. You're going to come up and have a seat on your mat, in the middle of your mat. Inner thigh stretch. Bring the soles of your feet together in butterfly. Grab onto the sides. Sit up tall. Maybe your knees need to be out, feet out further. And then, lean forward. Press gently on those calves with the elbows. You can keep your back straight in that round. And if you round it, you can go deeper, but you're not going to stretch as much. So lean your chest forward, push down. See if you need to put more pressure on one leg. For example, my right leg always wants to go up. It's tighter. I push down further and harder on my right side. Kind of balance those legs. You lean forward. And I slowly come back up. Place one leg in front of the other so they're crisscross, but they're not touching each other. Piriformis, glute stretch. Walk your hands out in front. And then as soon as you can walk out further, deeper, you can drop your head down. Push your hips backwards as your hands walk forward in opposition. Feel a stretch on top of that butt cheek on the top side. Deep breath in as I exhale, walk my hands further forward and just hold. Slowly walking your hands back in. We're leaning over to the side for a quadricep and hip flexor stretch. Grab that ankle, not your foot, grab your ankle, pull it back. If you can't hold on to it, you can let it rest down here. Just pull back gently and stretch. Bring that knee down to your side. This hand comes underneath your shoulder. Lift up for side body stretch and hold over to the side. My arm's not falling in front of my face. It's behind my ear. And as I slowly bring my body back down, I take that leg out to the side for a runner stretch. Flex it up, turn my upper body, walk forward. Again, not rounding, but keeping my back straight as I walk forward and the toe is up. And just hold. Bring the same hand inside, open to the side, side body stretch. Reach up and over, not in front of your face, behind it, and hold. Breathing. Slowly coming up and out of it to switch sides. Bring that leg in, so the opposite leg is in front, the cross but not touching. Walk the arms out in front of you. Again, pushing my hips backwards, walking my hands forward, and then I put my body way down into it to push more pressure down on my hips. Remember, as your hands walk out forward, your hips push backwards, opposition. Also releases any pressure in your low back by doing this stretch. Slowly walk your hands back in, lean over to the side, grab that ankle. Gently pull it back to you for quadricep and hip flexor stretch. Relax that knee down to the side, side body stretch. Inhale, lift up over to the side. Pulling your arm back, shoulder to hip to knee, hold the stretch. And slowly bring your body back down. Take that leg out to the side. Turn your upper body and runner stretch. Walk forward so your legs stay straight, my back stays straight, and hold. I take the inside hand in. I turn to the side, side body stretch and hold. And come back center. Crisscross applesauce those legs again. Deep breath in. And exhale down. One more time. Deep breath in. And exhale down. All right. Thank you guys very much for coming again. My name was Jessica. We guys had a great stretching class.